Welcome to all of those just joining for our third annual Scavenger Hunt kickoff presentation. Why a scavenger hunt? Why the scavenger hunt? Why not? But really, this was born out of COVID when in 2021, when we were really sick of being inside after a long winter and wanted to get people outside, wanted to have a safe way for people to have some fun and get out of the house and learn about sustainability. So we established the scavenger hunt. It's something that we have some of our interns help us with. We have Leah Clark is on today, and she is responsible for this scavenger hunt this time around, along with others on our team. And so really excited to have Leah with us and helping us with this. So, and then it's supposed to, now why have we kept on doing it? Well, we think that it's a great way to celebrate Earth Month. We think it's a great way to have your teams get outside, learn about sustainability, and celebrate in general. And have some fun. That's really important. Jim Newman, who's on here, always reminds me that one of the best things that we need to do is celebrate and have fun, because the work that we do is hard. And every once in a while, we need to get up from our desks and remember to have fun. So now here's some of the meat. We will have a Q&A at the end of this, although if you have some questions, please ask along the way. And then we can answer your questions at the end. So this scavenger hunt is digital. It is 20 days. There are 65 plus missions. There's lots of prizes, not just for the winning team, and it can be played anywhere. So I know there's a team who has a teammate in different cities all over the country. Our winners in the first year was someone here in Cambridge, but then also someone out in Cleveland. And just a team of 2 won also. Okay, so how does it work if it's a digital scavenger hunt? Well, you're going to submit to us and have some missions that are either photos or videos or text answers for the scavenger hunt. And you'll start seeing this iconography on the app that we're going to be using. These are some missions from way back in 2021, just to give you an idea of what you're getting into. The harder the missions, the more points it's worth. So here's one former board member, Lindsay, doing reduce, reuse, recycle, upload a picture of yourself or another member of your household outdoors next to an item made of recycled or salvaged materials. Plug and chug was worth 50 points. Upload a picture of yourself or another member of your household doing a math problem next to an electric car plugged into a charging station. That was worth 50 points. So apparently doing math is bumps you up. And then this one was one of my favorite. It's Alive. For 100 points, you had to upload a video of yourself or another member of your household performing an inspired version of the classic It's Alive scene from the movie Frankenstein in front of a living building. And there was limits to the videos. The videos can only be 30 seconds. So this was one of our favorites all time. We also had a sponsored mission this year from the R.W. Kern Center, and everybody everywhere. Everybody do your share. So cleaning up a public park, those are will get you a lot more points. So the missions are different every year. This just gives you a little bit of insight into what you're getting yourself into. So the most points will have the overall winner. We've changed things up a little bit this year than from last year, in terms of making it a little bit difficult to win. The top 3 teams receive prizes. And we have, if there is a tie, then we will be determining we'll be looking at the entries and determining the best quality entries for a tie. Hopefully we've designed it this year, so we'll have only one winner. In addition, and so for the first prize team is going to get $400 for the whole team, and then get access to a BE Plus event per person, and also 1-year membership per person for the winning team. There's also awards in these categories additionally, and so it's not just for the top finish the whole thing. And I think that this is really important because, you know, finishing all, I think it's 65 missions, Leah, could be overwhelming, but you know, there is one for a crowd favorite for you can vote on all of you can like the submissions, the missions, if you're in the app, and the one that gets the most likes is going to get a prize. Best individual, so the person who's kind of done the most and been most creative will get a prize in theirs, but you don't have to do all of the missions. The top submission, the one that the BE Plus team views as the best submission, gets a prize. Community impact, the team that does the most good. And then there's going to be we have some sponsored missions, like we have another mission from Blue Bike, again, our sponsors, and they will be giving and they'll be choosing their prizes. And so for all of them, there's lots of different ways to win. And we have a lot of prizes that are still coming in. This is just a sampling of some of the companies that are giving us prizes, and there are more on the way that we'll be excited to show you guys. So here's some of the excitement. The scavenger hunt starts tomorrow morning on April 4th, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern time. I need to close my door. Sorry about that. So it starts on the 4th. Your daily missions are going to start on April 9th. It's going to end on April 23rd, with Earth Day, I believe, is on the 22nd, but it's going to end at 6:30 p.m. And then we're going to have a party a few days later from April 27th at the Cisco Brewery in the Seaport, and from 5:30 to 7:30. That's sponsored by WS Development, and we will announce the winners live and give out all the prizes there. Big party. So here's what you need to do, which I think a lot of you have done. You need to find your teammates. You need to register for access. That's on Eventbrite. You're going to download the Goose Chase app. You're going to create an account, sign into the game, create and join your team, and then you're ready to start. So I'm going to walk you through these steps right now. No questions so far. So what constitutes a team? You can have a one-person adult team. Here's adult versus child. You can have a 1 adult team, a 2 adult team, a 3 adult team, a 4 adult team. You may not have more than 4 adults on a team. You could have 2 adults and 4 kids. You can have 1 adult and 2 kids. You can even have 4 adults and 1 children. But the children may not be by themselves. They need to have at least 1 adult who's playing with them. We have had some kids playing in the past, and it's always a lot of fun to see their missions. Registering for access, $25 for 1 player, $100 for the whole team. 17 years old and younger are free, as long and the adult on the team can give them access to that. So number 1, go to your store of choice and download the Goose Chase app. Once you're on the app, if you don't have an account, because this is your first time playing, you gave me a thumbs up before, you're going to create an account. You definitely want to create an account. Don't continue as an adult, create as a guest, create an account. And then you are going to sign into the game. Whoever your team captain is going to have been given a game code and a password that was provided through Eventbrite when you registered. If you don't know what that is, then be in touch with our team. Otherwise, you should have gotten that when you registered on Eventbrite. You're going to put in your code here. You'll find the BE Plus Scavenger Hunt will be there. And then you're going to enter in the password that was provided with Eventbrite as well. So this is when you're creating. This is how you're creating your team in there. So you're going to create a team, or you're going to join a team. And then if you create a team, you're going to put in the team name, and you're going to have a team passcode. And then that team passcode is the number that you're going to give to your teammates so that they can enter, join your team. I know a bunch of you guys have already started setting up teams, with more to come. You want to make sure to enable push notifications. You want to make sure to enable push notifications so you don't miss any action. So make sure that you do that so that you get notifications from us. I have a request to go backwards to look here. And is this not what it looks like? Leah's saying that the app doesn't look like this anymore.
It's still orange, but it's like a white G. It's kind of weird looking.
Do you want to put it, copy and paste it into the notes if you can, into the chat if you can?
Yeah, I will. I'll try.
Okay. Okay. So moving forward. So, but it's called Goose Chase. Okay, moving on. So once you're in the app, it's going to look like this, and I'm going to guide you through some of these. You're going to have your feed. These are from 2021, not what it looks like right now. So you're going to see, what's happening and get updates. You can then go into the rankings and see who is what the order of the teams are at any given minute. You can see notifications. We will be sending notifications with you. Notifications might be about the daily missions expiring or happening, and there might be other announcements like you can see here. And then you can also see the activity from by your team. It will be live tomorrow morning, starting at 8 a.m. I wanted to go backwards, I think right here. Of course, all the missions are going to be in here as well for you to see. So ready, set, go. So you're going to complete as many missions as you can. You're going to read the missions really carefully, because if you don't meet the requirements, you're not going to receive points. This is a big change from last year. Last year, if you submitted something and it wasn't right, we said, oh, that's okay. You get like one try to put it back in. This year, we're saying no resubmissions. So you got to get it right on this first time. You can ask us questions beforehand if there's something that's confusing you. So to make sure that you get it right, in the best way to do that, and I'll talk about this in a second, but is in the Slack channel that we're going to use. But we will do that. And then on April 27th, come to celebrate the winners down in the Seaport at Cisco Brewers. Okay, daily missions. This is another change that we made from last year to try to distinguish between teams. Last year we had 7 missions. This year we're having 14 daily missions. Another change is that the daily missions are available from 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. the next day. So you have 24 hours to complete those. The first mission does start on Easter Sunday. So we're going to let that first one be a 48-hour mission to give a little bit of extra time. There will be a second daily mission that starts on Monday and will expire at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. So we'll have 2 missions expiring at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. If you complete all the daily missions, you will earn bonus points. However, this is a big change from last year. Last year we had a miss. If you missed a daily mission, you could do a makeup. This time, no makeups on daily missions. So you've got to get all the daily missions if you're going for the big prize, the grand prize. So no daily mission saves. And I will say last year we had 6 teams that made it all the way through. And so we are, in fact, trying to make it harder to try to distinguish between the winners. Okay, so teams do not need to meet in person. Missions can only be completed once per team, and they're going to disappear from your to-do list when they're completed. If the missions are not submitted correctly, the team's going to receive 0 points. And so again, make sure you understand the instructions and use Slack to ask clarifying questions. This is an important one. Goose Chase only allows for 30-second video submissions. There's no way for us to get around that. And so be sure to be aware of that. They're going to automatically crop your video if you don't pay attention to that. So your videos need to be only 30 seconds. For photo submissions that offer a text alternative, you can submit a screenshot of your write-up. Watching the there is on the website FAQ, frequently asked questions area. We will be, so go there, look there, and if you have a question that isn't there, ask us the questions, and we will be updating this over time. So please keep an eye on this FAQ section for updates. I'm almost to the end. So Slack, there's, we have created a Slack channel similarly to last year, when you will get a packet that includes instructions for signing up for Slack. We will be putting announcement in there. We have hints and tips and questions that'll go in there, shout outs and sharing. And you can also use it to private direct message your teammates. So a lot of teams use this to communicate between the teammates. No one else can see the private direct messaging. There are bonus points for, or there is a mission for using the Slack, and we encourage everyone to do so.